Let's rock it, gentlemen. I'm RunnerGuitar, and welcome once again to Runner's Impressions. This time we're talking about Fate Grand Order. Now, this game has been out for a while on iOS and Apple in Japan, but some people have managed to play it, including myself, through some emulation. Even through the emulation, you still have to pay for the microtransactions and all. And honestly, it's a kind of boring game because, first of all, I don't know Japanese, and I cannot find translations that I think are good enough for me to understand them. But the Grand Order just shows so many different mythologies that haven't been, and histories and characters haven't been shown in any other Fate series, and just gives us to them. And we can see beautiful designs, and the animated cutscene, and the animated opening, and the few commercials that they've done, like Nato versus Arturia or Francis Drake, and the one time that we saw Mordred animated, that was beautiful. But recently, bitches, we are getting a Kata no Kyoukai and Fate Saint and Fate Grand Order collaboration. That means that we're getting our girl Chiki, we're getting Toko, we're getting Mana, we're getting what's the name? I forget her name. The little sister. We are getting everyone in Fate Grand Order, and the trailer shows us a lot of cool stuff. It's only 15 seconds. We see, for example, Ilya interacting with we're getting to see Ilya interacting with Asaka Kokuto. We're getting to see our girl Toko chilling next to Medea Lily, and then we get to see Sakata fighting against Castor Cuchulain, my boy Cuchulain in his giant Wicker Man, and we get to see fucking Diarmund and Childer just running side by side in beautiful ufotable animation to M12 plus 13, my favorite song from all of Kata no Kyoukai, and we get to see my king, Saber Arturia, fighting Chiki, and it's only 15 seconds long! And this is my biggest problem with Fate Grand Order, and a lot of the things Fate in general. We have very few ways for us here in the West to experience them without knowing the Japanese language, and which is, I understand. Fate is a Japanese product created by a Japanese creator for a Japanese audience. It just happens that there's a minority here in the US that enjoys it, but still, imagine how incredible it would be. But even for that audience over there in Japan, imagine how amazing it would be to actually get a small OVA or a series or anything showing this story, because as far as I can see from what the translations I've read of Fate Grand Order, the story isn't all that great, but being able to have these experiences with these characters and being able to see my girl Chiki and my girl Saber clashing it out, Excalibur versus the Eyes of Death Perception, I need this. I need Grand Order to become an actual series, or to do something that brings my attention to it, that actually allows me to experience the story. Because having Grand Castor, what the fuck is Grand Castor? He looks so badass. I have no idea what the fuck he is except for his identity as a servant being Solomon. And I am left just wondering, Nasu, Ufotable, whoever did the original opening, can't you do something? Give us something. We are all doing microtransactions at you. I imagine that there must be a way for you to animate this or create something out of it. It is just so... it gets me riled up in a good way, because I saw the trailer and I was so hyped. All the trailers for Fate Grand Order are incredible. And they're all so, and I hate how short they are. It's only 15 seconds of just showing us these cool battle scenes or interaction scenes between different servants. Like, my favorite is still seeing Hans Christian Andersen, and suddenly you flip around and it's Frankenstein's monster, and then you see fucking Mordred with the sword, or the one that has Arturia preparing Excalibur while Nero just starts flipping her shit around and her sword just goes whoosh whoosh all over the place. We need to see more of this, and not just these little trailers, because for a person outside looking in without the knowledge of the story, or even if the story even references these elements, it's not enough. So with that said, I am hyped for this collaboration. I'll spend money to get that Shiki card just because I love Shiki so much, but I need this adaptation. I need something to be done with this series that isn't just this fucking mobile game, because it has a lot of potential. It has a lot that can be done with it. You have so many mythos in this. Don't let it go to waste. Alright, and on guitar, keep on rocking.